be a translator for these fights.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I knew all the tea from the show because everyone's like, Tammy, can you say this to this person? Because like I need to let her know. Like,
they'll be cursing in Chinese, Korean, English. Today, I am here with a former contestant on one of Mnet's biggest girl group making show, Girls Planet 999, Tammy!
hi everyone, I'm Tammy.
This is crazy because I've been on Mnet, but long time ago, 7 years ago, and you've been on Girls Planet.
Probably like 2-3 years ago too also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember watching Grace on Pre-Rap Stars. It's so interesting that we're sitting together today.
I know, Mnet girls.
I know.
If you guys don't know, Girls Planet 999, the final lineup became Kepler. Yeah, so we're gonna run down what it feels like to be on a Korean reality show. What was it like behind the scenes of the brutal competition? How do you prepare for something like this? How was the audition process and everything? Because people are so curious. I feel like the girls from the Girls Planet or those shows never really come out and talk.
Right. It's like we're not really allowed to talk about this apparently.
Really?
Like, I mean, I heard someone got almost sued for talking about something.
Really?
Yeah.
So I know it's a spin-off of Produce 101. So did Girls Planet 99 have 101 girls too?
We actually had 99. That's the reason why we had like 999. And the concept though is like basically the same exact thing as Produce, and a lot of the audiences called it like Produce season 5, but I think they had some like issues with the name, so they ended up changing a little bit of it. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you even audition for this? How did you get in?
Yeah, it was in like COVID, and I was in my first year of college at NYU, and then I basically like gave up kind of at that point. Like I've always wanted to do K-pop, but because it was COVID and I was getting older, I was getting into college, so I was like, I don't think I really have a chance anymore. But I was on social media and swiping through the posts, and there was like this open cast call. I basically just emailed and then I got it.
Wait, so you didn't have an agency?
No, I didn't. I was independent.
Oh my god. So did you have to submit like a video?
Yeah, I submitted a dance video, like a bunch of like questions, like answers to questions on like a Google form, and like dancing, singing, introduction, and then they got back to me like really quick, like in 3 days they got back to me. Yeah.
What was your journey like becoming a trainee or wanting to become a K-pop star?
Yeah, I've never been a trainee under a company ever.
Okay, not even yet.
No, never, ever. Yeah, before the show or after the show, I've never been officially signed to a company, but I've been training like myself since I started dancing in high school, and then singing I've never really done too much with, but basically my only experience was like Girls Planet, and then auditioning on myself like for like 3 months.
Wow. Yeah. Why do you want to be a singer?
I don't really know. I just feel like I like watching it. I enjoy watching K-pop, and it makes me feel happy, and like I love singing and dancing, so I would love to like give that energy to an audience. And yeah.
How'd you feel when you got into the show? Wait, they flew you?
They flew me. Yes. So the audition process is like 3 months, so it was like a long like time where I would have to wait for the results, but it was scary. Like I remember receiving like the final like the 3차 like audition results in my email, like it popped out like while I was just eating dinner or something, and then I cried without opening it. I was just so scared. I started just bawling in front of my like dinner table, and my mom was like, what's happening? And then I was like, I got the email. She's like, did you get it? I'm like, I didn't open it yet. Like I'm too scared. Yeah, it was like pretty late, and then I opened it, and it just said like, oh, congratulations, and then like I went through my phone.
Oh my gosh, it's like a lottery.
So crazy. So the email was just like, oh, in a month you're gonna be flown to Korea for like a program that's gonna be taking place over the course of like 6 months. So life-changing experience.
But it was all through video. You didn't like go there.
Yeah, I never went actually. It was during COVID. I was the only one in the States that flew out. So
wait, from the whole 99 contestants?
Yeah.
Wow, I just got shivers. So a lot of people watch the 60-second or Kengi that you have to do. How do you even prepare for that? And like, did you think of that idea yourself?
That's like the only thing I want to erase from the internet. Like, I did make up the thing myself, but there was a lot of like guidance in between. So I had like a different idea in the beginning, but they didn't like my first idea. And so they were like, oh, how about you try something in the lines of like, they never told me what to do, but they like guided me. And so I kind of just like went in that direction and wrote a script, and then I practiced, like made it like a little song. Most of the people didn't know what I was doing with that. So it was like, the concept that they wanted to give me was that I was a non-Korean person in like 2002, but like I loved listening to old music and like I was basically like ajumma inside, and so I did this whole like 등산복 and like this ajumma concept. So that was the point. But
okay, that's still smart. I love that. It got a lot of views. I know.
아 진짜 부끄러워요 그거. 진짜 지우고 싶어요.
Okay, so we know the whole concept is as you go in front of the judges, you are ranked. Like you are going in from no company, no like training from a company, just going in front of these famous judges. Like what was that like?
So nerve-wracking. Well, we had like Girls' Generation, we had like really big name like judges, and also not only that, like a lot of the contestants were actually idols or like have formerly like known trainees or like they've been on other survival shows, so it was a lot of pressure. I was more nervous so we had this one like evaluation where we do like the signal song, so like the theme song of our thing, and then we would have to do it in front of everyone, and then the judges give you like a score, and then all the contestants actually sit below and give you a score, and they average that somehow.
Oh my god!
That's like determines your ranking, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was very scary. I feel like because like like people are giving you an actual score, and so that was intimidating. But for the first stage, it was also nerve-wracking. But the filming was so long that like by the time I got on the stage, I was kind of like too tired to be nervous, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the filming goes for like 10, 14, 15 hours.
We had
How
like
long was it?
30 something hours.
Wait, without sleeping? Just continuously?
Well, we had like food breaks, but we didn't go back to our 6 hours. Like, I think it was like almost for 36 or something like that. Yeah, that's what I was told. I asked one of the writers, I was like, what time is it? Like, how long have we been filming? She said like 36, I think.
So for that one episode, you had to just sit there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Contestants were like falling off their chairs. It was kind of dangerous.
What kind of food they give you? Just
like
toshirak
for like the when we're on set, but when we're in the dorms, there's like a kind of like a buffet style like Korean food, and then you just get it on like a platter.
My 목소리 would be like 쉬었어 by
I know, it's so crazy. 36 hours.
Wow.
With my contact lenses in.
So during the episode, I know we have the judges scold you guys for not doing well or whatever. Was that real, and was it as intense as the TV?
Okay. Well, actually, outside of like filming days, we didn't have teachers present. So like they wouldn't really come into maybe like once or twice if I can remember, but we technically practiced everything on our own. And so they would only come in on like days where there is filming, and they would come like judge us on the spot with the camera. So whatever they are saying is whatever they said on the spot as well. But I do think like the editing and like maybe like the sound effects they use can make it more intensified. But it is, I think they also try to make it more intense for the show. So they do say those things that are pretty scary, and people do cry and get really nervous.
Wow.
When they come in,
So without having a company, how did you train on your own? Do they provide you that?
When I was auditioning, it was just myself and then my dance team. Like I asked my dance team's teachers to help out with like training, but they did provide me a few lessons right before I went to Korea, like through Zoom. So they set me up with like a singing.
Through Zoom? That is crazy.
Yeah, like a singing, dancing.
How did you practice like while you were doing the show?
During the show, it was just, we were on our own. Yeah.
Like in the dorms, or can you leave and come back?
Oh no, we weren't able to leave. I know some of the shows, like they say they were able to like leave the filming and only come back on days, but like because we were also in the middle of the pandemic, we were like not able to go anywhere. We just had like an iPad with like one audio file of whatever we were performing, and then one video in gallery. We had one like MP3 too, where we can listen to the music, but it would be only whatever you were performing. So
wow, what was phone banned?
Oh yeah, we didn't have, I believe, either May or June to like November.
Wow.
We had one like break in between for like almost a month where we were able to leave the dorms, but besides that, we had our phones taken away and we were in the dorms.
Like even at night when you're sleeping?
Yeah, no.
So no Instagram, no nothing?
No, nothing, yeah.
Oh,
Not
wow.
even like songs. Like we had one MP3 with like our theme song and then whatever we were performing. And then
Oh
we
my
would like
gosh.
swap MP3 so we could listen to like the other person's song that they were performing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that so like there's no leak of the
Yeah,
show?
I think so. Like they didn't want us to leak anything and they didn't want us to like know things in advance so it's unfair or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, us too, but
Oh, you guys didn't have your phones either?
yeah, like you were actually, even us, we
Really?
weren't allowed to talk to the other contestants behind the scenes. So we were
Really?
completely separated.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy because I would assume because you guys were going in as like more like rappers and also like people were already like artists at that point. They would
No, I think
less
because like it's a little different from this competition. That
Mhm.
one, like they wanted you to kind of fight with each other.
so you can get close.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
What was it like working with well-known trainees or the idols? Did you feel a little
Right.
disadvantaged, jealousy? You
Mhm.
know,
No, definitely. I feel like there was a disadvantage just because like the nature of like the program, it was like a voting program. So like you are judged at first based on your skills, but like at the end it's more of just like popularity. I thought it was really cool. Like I thought it was really cool that coming in as a K-pop fan, I was able to get to know these people that I looked up to. There was like CLC Ijin on me, and like I used to always watch their stuff, so being able to see them, and then Cherry Bullet, a bunch of them, and I was like, oh my god, you guys are famous, and like I'm sitting next to you guys, and like I was so scared.
did you get to like talk to them, be close with some of the contestants?
Yeah. We were like living together the whole time for almost like half a year, so I got close to a lot of them, but also just because we had 99 contestants, I couldn't get close to every single one. But another thing that I felt really pressured of, that like looking back, I still feel like that was a lot of the reason why in the end I started being very shy on camera, because at first when we did like the ranking at first for the theme song, I ranked 4th actually.
Oh,
Not to brag or anything, but I ranked 4th. But afterwards my rank was like dropping like really badly just because after we changed to like the voting system.
so what was the hardest part about being in a reality show like this?
I think even till today, just getting used to being on camera and being able to be like myself on camera and being able to express the way I want to express myself, to be attractive with my personality, to get the vote, right? Like that's what you're trying to do on the show. But I'm kind of a shy person. I'm extroverted, but I feel
You're
like
MBTI E?
I'm ENFJ.
What?
Everyone says I'm super extroverted out of my friends. They're like, you're like crazy extroverted, but I get very shy inside. Like I get very intimidated easily, and so it was hard to like speak to the camera. And like I know a lot of them were really experienced, and so they would like say hi and say a lot of stuff, and I would just be like, hi, my name is Tammy. Like I would be so scared. So that was like the hardest part for me. Yeah.
I was like that too, but I think it's really experience. As long as you get experience, like you'll totally grow out of it.
I feel like it would have been harder for you because you guys had to like fight on camera.
Yeah, like I am not a fighter. I am not a, I can't like curse in front of people, but you have to act,
Right.
Kind of survival. Like if you want to be on the show, like I had to wear things that I was not used to.
Right.
Wrapping things in a way I wasn't used to, but it's so fun to just act.
Yeah.
Is there like a behind the scenes or like a memorable scene?
So I spoke Korean going into that show, but I'm not actually Korean.
Wait, you're not Korean?
Yeah, I'm Chinese.
Oh, what? I didn't even know that. Oh,
And
wow.
So I was actually part of the C group, which is like the everyone from China. Yeah. And so I spoke Chinese, I could speak English and Korean, and so I was kind of naturally just became the role of like a translator and like middle person for communicating. And so it was funny because we didn't have translators on set all the time, and so like sometimes I'll randomly be pulled into situations where I need to like translate for people. And so I remember like I'll come out of my room to like grab water from like the whatever that is, and then like there's like a mic next to the water station, and then they would like do announcements, but usually they'll either have like a translator with them or they'll have like a Google Translate, and then they'll just play into it.
Wow.
But every time I like bump into them, they'll like call me over and I have to make announcements. And like Chinese and Korean, like I just have to like talk into the mic, be like, everyone like meet downstairs in 5 minutes. Like I would be on the mic.
It was you doing it.
Yeah, so I thought that was fun. So whenever we had arguments within the group, but
of course, it's natural.
We had a lot of those. And so I would actually have to be a translator for these fights.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So So I knew all the tea from the show because everyone's like, Tammy, can you say this to this person? Because like I need to let her know. Like,
they'll be cursing in Chinese, Korean, English. Wait, your Korean is so good. I thought you were just like Korean American.
Thank you so much. I'm trying.
Okay, what would people fight the most about or have arguments?
I think mostly just like, you know, like part distribution. A lot of people would want the same part, and then that would end up like while we distributed the part, like that would be a little bit of an argument in front of the camera, but then like afterwards, like they'll get upset with each other, and then that can get into like, a little bit of a fight. And then just like personalities, there's 99 people, and so it's hard to let everyone be best friends. So a lot of that.
Were you guys filmed 24/7? Because I'm pretty, they would follow us to the bathroom. Was that
wait, what? Yeah, like with the cameras to them?
No, the like managers and producers. They would like not let us even use the bathroom or be alone at all. I don't know why, but
we kind of had that, but like not into the like stall or anything, but like not into the bathroom. But we would have like a manager person follow us to the front of the bathroom. She'll be waiting for us.
Kind of like
filming wise, we would film basically 24/7.
Wow, yeah, when you're sleeping, there's like a camera.
There's like a scene of me like just laying in my bed, and then like they played it. Like they played a bunch of people just like sleeping.
Wow, so you can't like pick your nose or like
no, none of that. We have to go to the
far.
bathroom.
Wow.
Only the bathroom was had no camera, so everything we had to just go into.
Did you guys have to diet, or were some girls dieting, or did that not matter in the show?
I think for this show, I know like I've heard previous shows where they had to be put on diets, but for our show, actually, they didn't force us to be on a diet.
Okay.
They did like, because a few of us like, we were like kind of stress eating a lot.
Yeah.
Like, so we would eat a lot. And myself, I gained like 4 or 5 kilograms on the show. And so like the 작가님 would come over and be like, can you guys like please just like eat a little less so that we don't have to fix your like costume again, because they measured us already. So they would say that, but they wouldn't like force us to go on diets.
There's so many contestants in the show, 99. So what do you think was the key to standing out and getting more camera time?
I don't really think I did a great job on that actually. So I wish I knew more, but I think the key would to be just like to want to show yourself more. And at that point, I've never been on TV. I've never been in a training system, and so I was more like, I felt like I wasn't in a place where I could be showing off myself too much. Like I found it like, would that be like 얄미워 to be like putting myself out there? So hold back. I was like, oh, I don't want to be that person that's like trying to do this and that. Honestly, like if I'm on a show again, I'm gonna be that person.
Right? I was gonna say.
Because like that's how you need to like be like, and because they, even out of like maybe 10 things they say, they can edit only 1 out. And so like think about the amount of things that you need to be saying to really get on screen. So
yeah, if you were to do it again, what would you do differently?
I think I would definitely like fight for the parts, you know, like I would want to like, you know, talk a lot, you know, not like fight for it in a aggressive way, but like during our team missions, I would always be the one who like never raised my hand for like the center part, just because I was like, oh, I don't think it's my place to do that. And so like the whole group would be like, oh, everyone wants to try center, but for me, I'll be like, oh, I'm good, like I don't want to be center. I was too scared to be. And so I would like, oh, can I just do like that part, like the little lines, or like, oh, what part you guys don't want, like I have it. And so for sure I would not do that again.
I want this. What do you think changed mostly about you after going on the show, or what you've learned?
I would say the whole process is very challenging. Like one big thing that I learned was that even though the whole process was really hard, and like there were times on the show where I felt like I need to get out of here. Like I wanted to run away. But afterwards, looking back, like it was such a fun experience. I feel like one thing I learned was that I still really want to do this, and this is like what I'm passionate about. And so just learning how like the process works behind the scenes and like getting to see everything. So that made me more comfortable probably for the future if I were ever to go back.
What is your plan now, and how has it been since the show?
I've been like going to school after the show. I came back to the States and I continued my education, and so I've been just in New York, where I grew up the whole time. I did make a few trips back to Korea throughout the years, and I went because of like auditions or like opportunities that I saw. There were some times where I got into some companies and like I never ended up like signing in any of them or going into any company as trainees. But
why? Because of school?
There was times where it was because of school, or there was times where it was because we couldn't really come to the best agreements, you know. Sometimes I look back and like, 후회할 때도 있어요. But it's like, I feel like that's how life works, where it's just like you're given opportunities, but then you also like, it's not meant to, for you, then it's not meant for you. So far, just working on school in my last semester at school. And I'm looking forward to probably go back to Korea again soon, maybe this summer, and then talking to a few companies too, so hopefully.
Wow, so your dream is to actually continue being a K-pop?
Yeah.
Wow.
I still do. Maybe like my last year of trying probably, but I still think it's worth it. If I tried enough, I feel like there's no regrets.
Honestly, NYU graduate, K-pop star, that even sounds cooler. Well, we can't wait for your debut.
I know, I hope
NYU
so.
graduate debut. If you guys want to follow Tammy, her Instagram and all her socials are down there. Thank you so much. That was so insightful.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
If you guys learned something, leave a comment down below. Bye. Amazing.